Barret, could we ever do without our Kreg tool jig?
I don't think so.
We're making a frame for the door for the secret space, and it's just so much easier when you've got the Kreg tool. They really ought to sponsor our channel, shouldn't they? We talk about them so much. And look, I have one of the original heavy cast aluminum Kreg tool jigs. They make them out of plastic now. They make them out of this kind of plastic, and then they just put metal inserts in there. This is one of the big ones. This is for framing here. So still love my Kreg tool jig. So we need to do this board, that chair, right? So let's take it, unclamp it.
It seems good.
That is. Just gonna put one even with that side. You want to kind of get it started before you crank up the drill bit. You don't want to be like rattling around with it. Now we're just going to put one flush with this side, or we're going to more towards this side. Okay. And you get two nice holes. Gotta do the other end, don't we?
Yep.
Uh-oh. This is where we might have to do two. I'm just gonna do two in one spot. This is a good example. Well, when you're doing a cabinet, this is set up to do like face frames. That's why those holes are close together like that. So that one was a little bit harder. Okay. That'll work out okay. So the only problem is getting it in there without getting... Oh, okay. Thought the rust was going to keep me from getting it in there, getting the bed in there. Now we've got our face frame laid out here for our trim, and we have it laying the way we want it. So we're going to turn them up and put the screws on the back. That needs to be tightened up some. Oh, I know why, because we changed, I'm using this 5/8 material. And this is probably good enough. We can just use both these holes. I could probably get by with them, like spreading them out. So just flip her over and make sure you got it kind of centered up there. I'm just going to lay that back down the way we had it so we can keep up with it. This was a rough one. We really, I don't know, this is going to be painted. I think I just changed my mind. I think I want to, you want to do it like that, Barret. So let's put the holes on this side, and I'm going to move the holes over away from that knot a little bit. See how they turn out? Turn out okay. Just we'll have to fill that crack, that knot. We've already got our other screws in. So I'll show you how we're doing this. We're just going to make sure this is flush. And this is good and flat. We're going to make sure you have a good flat surface to do this on. And then just, if you're doing this in softwood, you got to be careful, because you'll run these screws all the way through the face. You just want to let it ratchet a couple of times. See? Gotta be careful. Now, it's very strong. See how flush that is? How nice and neat that is?
It's not good.
So now we just need to decide how we're going to attach our face frame. We got a little 1/8" margin all the way around. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Now we have to decide how we're going to attach the face frame to the jamb. So Barry, you can see here what I'm doing is I'm just going to go around this inside and put us some pocket holes to attach the face frame.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do this left-handed to keep my arm out of the way. So now this is a little unorthodox because you're going to see these, but since it's just for kind of like an attic space, almost like an attic door, I'm not really that worried about it. Plus there are some filler pieces, you know, some plugs we can put in the holes if people are just freak out, you know. Because, you know, some people do freak out. They don't quite know what to do sometimes. And when you do something that's unorthodox and you get and they get out of their comfort zone, they tend to freak out sometimes. But we're the king of unorthodoxy, so I just like doing things that are fun. I don't really care about what. You know, I don't need a Japanese back saw to do this, to do everything with, like some people on YouTube. So, better hush and get myself in trouble. Okay, Barret, we're gonna just barely run these in until they ratchet a couple of times, because you'll run them out the face if you're not careful. They'll come out the face. Uh-oh. I'm having to reach. There we go. Now, let's turn her over and see what she looks like. Marvelous. So Barret, if people don't like the holes, Kreg tool makes these filler pegs, and you just slide them in there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
You get them in there, and I'm not gonna drive it all the way in because they're hard to get out. And then you just you sand it flat, and it pretty much disappears. But I don't know. I like having access to the holes, the screws, and I'm not gonna be bothered by it, because what we're gonna do next, and Alex and I'll do this weekend, is make the door for it. Which, for a second, I thought was going to be too small, but that was close, wasn't it? So I'm not worried about it. We're probably going to cut the door and have it held in with magnets, just to keep it simple. So, but we'll probably paint this first before we slide it in. Well, that looks pretty good for some old naughty, rotty, nasty #2 pine, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
We'll get it painted up the trim color and slide her in, and the secret space will almost be ready. Somebody asked me if I was going to put guns in there. I was like, I don't know. I might. If I did, you still wouldn't know where it was. I put it somewhere. You remember that holster I made that had Velcro? What happened to that thing when we moved? I think I put it in a drawer. I made it out of leather, and I'll maybe put a link to it. I had Velcro on it, and I had it up under my desk, and it held the Glock 19 and an extra magazine. Maybe I'll put something like that in there, but you'll still not know where it is. So if you come to my house and you go down my stairway and you see the secret door space, and you think you're gonna steal my gun, think again. Oh well, I'll see you guys next time.